2021, year of destruction, but remember, we're not just destroying for no reason, all right? And there is a reason for it on the other side. So in 2022, we experienced the year of promise. And in this year, Divine Masculine was actually able to make progress where those old consequences, you know, the ones that just kept coming up and up and up, they previously hindered him, but they weren't anymore. They were able to kind of release it. You know, they were ready for their new plan, their new thing, their new way, and they're really trying to embrace that energy. And I think they learned a really valuable lesson because each time they were met with divine opportunity, right? So something good, and they decided to face those challenges head on and not run from it, everything just worked out. And it was like obvious that there was a higher power out there. It had their back, right? Like maybe life is actually fair. Whoa. If I try, you know what I mean? If I give my all, sure, stuff happens, right? Things occur. But that's not just life. That is just bad, bad, bad. And I think that there was probably some unhealed trauma that was still a major factor in their day to day. You know what I mean? Like, I think that they still probably were generally the same person they had been for many, many years. But what mattered most of what was going on inside them. And I think that even if on the daily, they were still in that space, they were more hopeful than they had ever been. They lost hope like a decade ago, and it was finally starting to come back truly, not just like I hope I can have hope, but actual hope. Um, I will say that those who chose to ignore the new atmosphere, they're probably still dealing with this even in 2023. They might have been forced to kind of relive the past because the new energies were not coming until 2024. So yeah, this person would literally still be in that kind of, yeah, just the past is haunting them, haunting them, haunting them, haunting them, clawing away, crabs in a bucket style. You're not going anywhere, divine masculine. So I kind of see two energies for this. I see Four of Swords, but I see the Chariot. I see somebody realizing the way I saw things, the way I looked at the world was wrong, but also there's a reason that I thought that way. And trying to kind of come into a balanced state of mind about it. Whereas typically they would get caught up in the negative or they would ignore the negative and go into the positive, and they were very selective about when they did that. So, okay. I'm just warning you here. Again, there were some promises that were offered to all of us in 2022, and many of you heard me start to kind of get a little urgent. Like, okay, guys, because this was actually supposed to be a major season. This whole 7 years was meant to be a season of reunions, like the biggest reunion wave of our wave happened in the last 7 years. And this is where I told you, or if you were around, I was like, I guess the ministry's over now, because I didn't know what I could possibly do to serve people who, if that's the case, and there's going to be reunions in the future, yeah, but like nowhere near the number as we had in the last 7 years. It's like, well, that's not. I don't want to be that person being like, yep, still no reunion for you. What the fuck? That's not hell, no, hell no. I didn't want that, but now I understand that the ministry is shifting to actually helping those of us who are on the wave know what the fuck is going on. And that is like a promise I got, right? That I didn't have to be quiet anymore. You guys are like, you quiet? No, I'm for real. There's so much I can't tell you all the time. So it's like, imagine what other good things came in that year. What other things the divine masculine, everybody experienced if they were willing, right, to acknowledge there is something different here. If not, think about the Four of Swords, looking up at those three swords, that's where you'll be.